Hey everybody, welcome Mikey Hood. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, today is Wednesday. We were confirming that
I know, right before we went
Wednesday.
on. Today is Wednesday, right? It is Wednesday, right?
You were carrying something pretty large into the studio.
We're going to get to that later, yeah. Sidney Crosby is here with us, sort of. Not really, but a very large likeness. So we'll get to that a little bit later on. And look what else we have.
Oh.
These cookies, these are from the Greek Food Festival from Holy Cross Church, Orthodox Church. Holy Cross, Greek Orthodox Church. There, I got the name right. In Mount Lebanon. And these are fantastic. Their food festival, their autumn food fest begins today, runs through Friday, starts at 11:30 this morning, runs to 8 p.m. tonight. And
you made some of these.
These are
right?
the cookies they taught us how to make. So we want to show you some video because these women are so patient. They were so kind to me. They put me to work. And so we made these butter cookies with a twist. And there's a technique to the whole thing. They have it down to a science. It's like an assembly line there where and so this is Maria. She was teaching me how to roll it out first.
Okay.
And then you got to twist it. There's
so far, so good.
And then if you don't twist it right, you don't have the right number of turns, you run out of dough on the one side. There's a whole lot of things that can go wrong, Mikey. But Maria was guiding me through. She's an expert at this. And so we had a lot of fun. And thank you to all of them for allowing me to come out and just have some shenanigans with them.
Well, I must say, if you were responsible for making this particular cookie, you did an excellent job because it's very tasty and it looks great. It's beautiful.
Well, thank you. They taught me well, and they made some wonderful stuff. There's baklava on here, so head on over if you're in the Mount Lebanon area. It starts today and runs through Friday.
Okay, I'm going to save this for later. But that's
yeah. Well, speaking of treats, this caught our attention. If you like beer and if you like chocolate, this is kind of the pinnacle of what you can do with those two things. So Hershey's beer. Beer meets chocolate in a new Yingling and Hershey's chocolatey porter. So what do you think about this?
I mean, what could be better than chocolate and beer?
Chocolate and peanut butter?
Possibly.
Wait, I just had an idea. Let's put chocolate and peanut butter together. No one's ever done that, right?
You are really thinking this morning, Dave. It sounds good, though.
But it's all local, too, because Yingling is a Pennsylvania-based brewery. And, of course, Hershey. You've been to Hershey for us.
I have. I love Hershey.
Yeah.
There's chocolate everywhere.
So it's a limited time only. It's actually debuting, it's introduced tomorrow officially.
Okay.
And it'll be available in some bars and restaurants mid-October through February while supplies last. So get your chocolate beer before they run out.
Well, that sounds good. Well, speaking of sweet treats, Snickers made a special pecan bar just in time for fall, but they all sold out in the same day.
I'm suspicious of this.
Me too. And they weren't even sold in stores. It was all online, and they compared it to a chocolate pecan pie, and the box said it's fixin', F-I-X-I-N, to satisfy.
Well, that's cute.
Yeah, right.
You know, and a chocolate pecan pie sounds, to me, delicious.
It does.
But I wonder about these companies that come out with things that they come out with something that sounds delicious and it's sold out before you can even get there. You know, like the Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Popeyes chicken sandwich.
I still haven't had one of those.
Me either. I tried a few weekends ago, and it was a miserable fail. They still don't have them.
Still don't. Gail King, I don't want to keep bringing this up, and I will. Gail King somehow had a chicken sandwich.
I know. It seems like you're feeling some type of way about that. It's okay.
But it makes you wonder, like, do companies produce these shortages on purpose to make everybody, like, make there be a frenzy about it
I think it's the new trend. I think this is what we're going to see moving forward. There's going to be a shortage of everything.
I don't know.
But no shortage of PTL.
No.
We're going to give it to you all day, every day.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's one of my pet peeves. Whenever you hear about something and then you can't go get it. And so this launched us into a whole thing about pet peeves. What are your pet peeves? In fact, we want you to tell us what your pet peeves are. Go to the Pittsburgh Today Live Facebook page, weigh in, because we're going to try to share some of those tomorrow or the next day. Let us know. But we have today's list of what the Huffington Post said. So this is what they did. They went around their newsroom there and they polled everyone in the newsroom, what's annoying you the most? And this is the list they came up with. See if you agree.
All right, so here we go. Loud chewing or people chewing with their mouths open. Oh gosh, that's one of mine too.
All right, when people are late or they make you late because you're waiting for them, that's annoying.
That is bad. People who scuff their feet as they walk down the street.
Okay. And chewing gum loudly is another one. And people who attempt to blow bubbles in confined quarters.
Oh, yeah, that's ugh.
Right in your face.
Yeah, oh, that's germs. Okay, people who don't cover their mouths when they cough. Once
Talk
again,
about germs. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and people who say literally, like when they don't mean literal, really, but they say literally over and over and over again.
Also, too, I see the feel of chalk. I don't know about the feel of chalk, but you know, when your teacher used to write on the chalkboard and the screeching of
the
chalk.
screeching
that
can
was,
get you.
Yeah, that was.
You know what? My cousin Sue, we would go to McDonald's for breakfast on Saturdays and then go to my dad's shoe store, and she would order pancakes, and they come, or they, at least at the time, they came in this styrofoam container, and she would cut those pancakes. I could not stand the screeching. Yes, so that's one of my pet peeves.
Oh, well, what's another one of your pet peeves?
The supermarket self-checkout. Hate it. Like
Did you see his face?
I've gone through the trouble at this point of filling the whole cart. You've gone through the supermarket and picked all. Oh, Selena's she's over here waving.
Yes.
I hate that too. And then they want you to ring it up. No. First off, it takes someone's job away, so I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, it keeps me from ever buying produce because you have to press in those codes, and then the lights go off, and then the people behind you are staring at you, like can't you ring this up, David Highfield? Like and then you get through the trauma of that, and you've got to put it in bags.
Right. It's a lot. They make you do all the work.
I'm
that's
exhausted
stressful.
just talking about it.
I can see why that's one of your pet peeves. One of mine is, I have two.
Okay.
Men who have slouchy socks. Like, pull your socks all the way up. So if once...
I'm pulling them up right now.
Please. If one sock is pulled up, please pull the other one up. I almost want to just go over and pull your sock up. And then the other one is people who wear pajamas outside.
Does that happen a lot?
Yes, I see it all the time. Pajamas and rollers.
I didn't. Wow.
You've never seen that before?
No, I haven't. I mean, maybe like in the neighborhood, someone will go out to get their mail or their paper, and they have their pajamas on.
Yeah,
or
that's
a robe.
as far as it should go to the mailbox. But
at the grocery store, Mikey says no.
No, and people coming to pick up their children from school in pajamas and rollers.
That's not. Yeah.
No.
And if Mikey heads for your ankles, she's just trying to pull up your socks. Don't be alarmed. All right. Well, Jimmy Kimmel has a pet peeve, and apparently it's news anchors and hosts who can't believe it's already October. Take a look. We made national TV again.
A wave of shock rippled through our nation, shaking our local newscasters from here to as far away as Canada to the core, because today, this morning, we were hit with something no one saw coming. Today we learned that October is here.
Can you believe it's October already?
October 1st. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it's October already.
Well, it's hard to believe, but October is here already. We're moving into October already, if you can believe it.
Can you believe it's already October?
It's October.
I can't believe it's October. I stand by what I said.
You guys made national headlines. That's awesome.
Who knew? And he had us on, I think, whenever we talked about we couldn't believe it was July or something already. So apparently all you have to do is talk about the calendar date and you'll get on Jimmy Kimmel. So
well,
thank you.
Well, today is October 2nd. Did you know that?
Yes, thank you for the update. Maybe we'll get on again.
I'm hoping.
But it's also it's an unusual day. It's National Name Your Car Day. So I know this sounds strange. Should you come up with a name? Do you have a name for your car?
You know what? I've never named my car. I have friends who name their cars, and it's usually like a Bertha or a Betsy type of thing, but I've never done it before.
Yeah, well, of course, we did it here at PTL. We asked you for suggestions, and of course, Katie was the name that we came up with. Our wonderful car, Katie, from Tom and Henry Chevrolet. So we take pictures of Katie and talk about Katie all the time.
We do.
And then, nothing against Katie, but there are some more famous cars. Like this is Herbie from the Love Bug. And actually, I took this picture on vacation because someone had a car painted just like Herbie the Love Bug. Yeah.
They did a good job with that.
They did do a good job because that's not, I don't think it's the real Herbie.
No.
I think it's an imitation. And then we have another one, Kit from Knight Rider. Remember Knight Rider?
Oh, that was one of my favorite cars.
Yeah.
And David Hasselhoff, I love his hair.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a mullet type of thing
I think he
going
probably
on.
put a lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have you ever named your car?
No, and I don't know. I'll have to get around to that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, one name that lots of people in Pittsburgh know, Mr. Yuck. In fact, nationally, remember Mr. Yuck stickers when you were growing up? They're still used today. Well, yesterday, they honored the man, the creator of the Mr. Yuck sticker in City Council. And so we want to show you this. His name is Dr. Richard Moriarty. He came up with it in 1971 to teach kids to stay away, don't drink something that is poisonous. And so they honored him yesterday. He is about to turn 80, so Megan Schiller asked him, what are you going to do for your birthday?
A very Pittsburgh kind of thing. We're going to Kennywood, okay? We'll probably be at Fernandes. You know, I grew up in Lawrenceville. You can take the kid out of Lawrenceville, but you can't take Lawrenceville out of the kid.
Well said.
Yes.
Happy birthday to him. And really, when you think about what he created, do you remember the commercial?
I
the
do
PSA?
remember the commercial. It was kind of scary.
Let's-
like that was the whole
play
point,
it.
to scare
Let's
you.
play it, because it was.
Mr. Yuck is mean. Mr. Yuck is green.
Home is full of lots of things that children shouldn't touch. Home is
Yeah, it was menacing
It
sound.
was.
And they wanted it to be that way. I think if I have this right, they debuted that during a Super Bowl
Okay.
in the 70s
Okay.
to try to get the message out.
You
And
would
Mr.
know.
Yuck
You
took
know
off.
everything that happened in the 70s and the 80s.
I was
so-
a very alert child.
Yes.
All right. Well, we had a lot of fun talking here, but